St. Mary Netherton Daily Chronicle, Evening Edition, February 17th, 1926. Good evening, dear listeners. Edmund Pruitt addressing you as the village clock strikes 6 on this Wednesday, which has carried our community into the Lenten season with a morning of devotion and an afternoon of quiet midweek purpose. The day unfolded beneath the still grey skies Mr. Higgins anticipated, with the cloud thinning during the early afternoon to admit intervals of diffuse light that lent the village a quality of soft restraint well suited to the day's observance, the hours settling into what Mrs. Pemberton describes as an Ash Wednesday afternoon, when the lengthening daylight makes itself known not through brightness, but through a kind of patient widening of the hours, and one begins to trust that the season is shifting even when the sky declines to confirm it. This morning's Ash Wednesday service drew a full congregation to the church, where the Reverend Holloway addressed the theme of purposeful simplicity during the weeks of Lent. The imposition of ashes proceeded with the quiet solemnity the occasion requires, and Mrs. Hammond's arrangement for the altar, composed of dried seed heads and winter stems in muted tones, drew appreciative notice from those entering the nave, its restrained character marking a fitting departure from the brighter displays of recent weeks in keeping with the season now begun. The ordnance surveyors established their first station on the rise above the churchyard before noon, and spent the afternoon working southward toward the boundary of Farmer Ellaby's lower field. The senior gentleman's theodolite proved an object of considerable fascination among those passing along the lane, and Mr. Thornley, upon discovering that his afternoon pupils could speak of little else following the luncheon interval, arranged a brief supervised visit to the survey station, where the party's leader obligingly permitted each child a turn at the instrument. Young Master Blackwood was heard telling his companions afterward that he wished to be a surveyor when he grew up, a vocational ambition Mr. Thornley reports has already supplanted the boy's previous declarations in favour of both railway engineering and deep-sea diving. The tea-room's hot buttered toast drew steady Wednesday custom, with the warmth of each round fresh from the kitchen, proving a welcome companion to the grey afternoon beyond the windows. Watson claimed the wooden settle nearest the fire throughout the afternoon, where the particular creak of the kitchen door's hinges each time Mrs. Hartley emerged with a fresh order appeared to serve as sufficient notification that all was proceeding to standard. Mrs. Barnes's leghorn hen produced its afternoon egg at 3:15, maintaining what Dr. Peterson characterizes as the considered Wednesday productivity of a bird, who evidently reserved her contribution for the afternoon hours and delivered it with the calm assurance of one whose schedule answers to no authority but her own. That concludes our evening report. This is Edmund Pruitt, bidding you good night from St. Mary Netherton, where Ash Wednesday gives way to a Lenten evening of cards and fellowship, and the surveyor's instruments rest upon the hillside above a village content with the day's measured pace.